Humble abodes always start so humble. And then when you say, oh, you should stop playtesting this and start making videos of it. And you're like, yeah, just 5 more minutes. 5 minutes turned into a day, and a day turned into a week, and a week turned into a couple weeks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did a lot of playtesting of this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love this pack. It's so good. It's so good. I'm enjoying it so much, which is why I'm excited to bring you through this adventure. And how did we get here? It's gonna be great, except we have to start anew. So goodbye, Singularity. I'll miss you so much. Goodbye. That was so much work, but that's okay. I say we get started in a fresh new world. Hello, new world. Hello and goodbye. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's real. It's real. This is just a 1 probe paper. I got it set, but we need some other housekeeping. They have this wonderful menu that is really good for us content creators. We had the moon be gone. We have items don't fall into the void. That's great. Phantoms, we don't like them anyway. Who wants those? And the rain, yes, be gone. So first things first, how do we get started? I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while since I got into all of this, like starting it. So if we look into things, this pack is very heavy but light on the EMZ. It's very strange. Basically, it has us going through these tech tiers, and you have to use machines. And the only resources that we get through EMC are basically all the metals, except we only get the raw version of them as an EMC value. The smelted version does not have an EMC value. Most things don't have an EMC value. So you might be asking, like, so how do we progress through the pack? Basically, we have to get to these mechanical essences. There's higher tiered ones. We start here, and then you have to craft it into this. But basically, this has an EMC value. This one is 8,192. And to make it kind of breaks all the rules of EMC, which is what makes this pack so unique, is that it requires aluminum gear, iron gear, 2 copper rods. Well, to make these items actually requires less EMC than what you're going to output. You just have to go through all the machinery and all of that kind of stuff and the processing of it, because none of these items, as you may have saw, have an EMC value. So none of these have an EMC value. The ingots don't have it. The nugget doesn't have it. So you have to craft it and all of that. But we do get the EMC value, from the raw material itself. So let's get started with a couple little things. This little island, this is pretty standard skyblock stuff. I'm not going to bore you with expanding, so I'm going to do some growing, cut some trees, get a little platform. Let's go a little ham. I like it. Oh yeah, we get a nice little chest under here with some starting stuff. So some lava, water, transmutation tables, a couple saplings so we can instantly start transmuting and getting stuff done. And just like so, it's easy enough to go ahead after you just chop a couple trees. We get with our starter EMC here. If we continue on, let's just craft up a little crafting table, because we don't need this for very long. We only need it just for the one piece, basically, because it's not a great way of getting EMC, but we need at least 1 cobble, and that's all she wrote. That's done. So I can put all that back together, because now we can slap the cobblestone in. It's only 1 EMC, so that's why I say it's not a good source, because logs are 32. So even if I wanted to make everything out of cobblestone, I'm better off farming my logs. It's not much, but it's home. I'll take it. I just wanted something a little bit more than a flat space. I like being inside on these. It fills the world. It's nothing crazy, but it's my home, and it's our new future. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're gonna do a little garden, you know. But let's get serious now. So this is just our little base. Just wanted something to start with that was unique, right? I like it. It's cute. So moving on, let's look at this pack a little bit closer. So first things first, they're gonna give us a bunch of items. So we have oak saplings, water, lava. We already got all that kind of stuff. The bread, that's a nice one. That's a really nice one. And they're gonna give us coal here. So let's go ahead and claim all of this like a so. And then if we move on, we already got our cobblestone to build our house. So that completes that quest. Now this is where it gets like big really fast on what it gives us. So they're gonna give us all of the raw materials to start, at least a couple of them, then we can put them in EMC and then we can pull out as much as we want. So they're gonna give us iron, copper, gold, silver, lead, tin, redstone. After I take this wood one, they're gonna give us clay, aluminum, nickel, and then we can compress on. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's put all of this in. I'm just going to shift, click, and hold. And it's going to throw everything that's EMCable in our transmutation table here. So there we go. They don't give you a second chance to get it. So if you forget to put it in, it's game over unless you got cheats on. So we got that. Let's go ahead. Let's clean up the rest of the inventory. And it's a wee bit dark in here. So where do we go from here? So let's start looking. Obviously, we're trying to make our way over to the basic mechanical essence. Now, to get that, we have to make this one, which we could it's not hard to do, right? We just need a furnace, which just cobble. They gave us coal, so we can pull out coal. I could just chop some trees, smelt all that down. This is just a regular crafting table craft. Nothing needed. The only problem is that we need the mechanical servo or multi-servo press to turn this basic mechanical essence into the basic mechanical crystal. So, and that's the part that's EMCable. This is not. So we need to get this, which means we need a multi-servo press. Okay. Click A, that'll put it over here for us. So that just is gold, redstone. If we go back, we're gonna need some bronze. Bronze is a dust, if I remember right. Or sorry, a blend. And it's copper and tin. So 3 copper, 1 tin. So I gotta make an alloy there. We have Constantine gears, which is another blend. So we'd have nickel and copper. So we also need to be able to grind it down, if you count that, because we need the dust version of it. There is other ways of doing it, by getting the 2 ingots or the 2 raw materials, but that's a machine that we don't have access to at the moment, that I'm unaware of, at least. So we have to go ahead and get dust, and there's only a couple ways. We got the enrichment chamber, which is far out of our reach, and obviously the pulverizer. So the pulverizer we're gonna need. If we look at that, it's a piston, which is your standard piston, redstone machine frame, tin gear, iron, copper gears, and another redstone flux coil, which we just saw. So pretty easy and pretty simple. We just need to, get these gears moving on. All right, I'll see myself out. Anyhow, we're gonna move on. So we need the multi-servo press, and we need a pulverizer at a bare minimum, which means that we need this, which is a Stirling dynamo, to get us started. It burns items. I was gonna say coal, but it burns a lot more than coal. You can do wood, anything flammable you can throw in here, create energy. We can just do that and put it next to one of our presses, or we can get into a basic cable really early on if we really wanted to. We want the starter one. I love this whole mod, honestly, which is the power mod, and absolutely fantastic mod. It's very fun, and it's going to be highly impactful for our future energy. Anyhow, it's pretty simple. It's just dielectric paste, So it's coal, charcoal, coal coke, clay balls, and redstone. So nothing crazy, just a lot of crafting needed. So let's get to it. I need some furnaces. I'm gonna slap down like 12 furnaces. I'm gonna grow a bunch of trees, get that crafting, get that turned into coal, get these furnaces really rolling. That way we can start smelting down some items, get some EMC from our logs. And if you're wondering, I can't put glass in here now, but I do want a torch. So let's get that coal going. Okay, so let's break this down just a wee bit. So I need 5 iron for this because I need the nugget, you know, break one down into 9. So 5 and then 6, 7. So 7 iron, 1 redstone, 2, 3 redstone, and a gold. And then always, if you're new to mod packs, always be sure to look at where it says accepts any bookshelf, which is the inventory, and then what it is. So this says stone, so it can be any kind of stone. Early on in playing these kind of packs, it would be like on granite forever, because, well, there's so many different variations of it. I'm like, oh, and I can't get granite, blah blah blah. But it accepts any stone, so we can just cook down some cobblestone into regular plain stone, and that will accept. So I need, what did I say, 5, 6, 7. So let's just do 8. 8 iron there, 3 redstone. We'll break that down because they gave us the ore. Break that down, get 3, and a gold. Gold is very expensive. It's 2,000 EMC. We're currently at 18,000. I spent a bunch just getting our coal production or charcoal production going. I did cut down a lot of trees for it, but I did take a lot of EMC to do so, just by taking logs out. So we needed 1 gold. We need 8, technically 7, but I want to fully utilize our resources. Let's take a couple of these. I do need to upgrade that, so let's do another 8. That way I can progress into the Iron Age of tools. We are no longer peasants. Let's take that, and smelt away. Magnificent. We have progressed to the Iron Paxel. I'm very happy about that, actually. I love the Paxel. That's one thing I wish they would add into vanilla Minecraft, because it is so useful, not taking up all of the spaces. But yeah, so let's get that going. Nice. That last one was really good. We got a good yield out of that. So we got our 9, we got our stone, we got our gold. Let's see how far we can get. How well did I do? We got that. We need our iron gear, which is needing a nugget. Get our gear. We have these, we have our stone, so we should be able to, boom, craft a sterling dynamo. Heck yeah, go me. Okay, let's take some charcoal. Where do I want to set this up at? So currently, I don't have a great spot for it. I do want to make a spot eventually for this, of course, but as of this exact moment, let's just slap it right there. Okay, let that power up. Let's take that off the list. That's going to give us some experience. Kind of useless, honestly, but that's whatever. That's fine. Let's look at the pulverizer now. So now we need copper. We need 3 more redstone, another gold, 8 copper. To make all of these gears, you need a center of iron nugget, and then surrounding, for the most part, whatever metal it is. That's not always the case, but for the early stuff it is. A piston, a tin gear, bunch of iron, so I need probably another set of iron going. We'll melt up a stack of tin. It's pretty cheap, honestly. We got the redstone. I need to smelt up a thing of copper. Here we go. Working my way downtown, growing trees, cutting them down, turning them into EMC. All right, redstone flux coil. We got copper gears, 2 of those. We have our redstone. We need our machine frame, which is a tin gear. Solid. Should be able to craft that up nice and easy. A piston and a pulverizer. Super simple, super easy. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's go slap this down. I'm pretty sure I need to go pretty much smelt up another thing of copper. I don't know if I can put copper ore into this. Let me see. Ah, it does look like I can put the raw materials in here. That's cool. That's good. That means I don't have to smelt them up first. I'm glad I looked at that. So we get the small chance, 5% chance of some gold dust. That's absolutely fantastic, actually. And an additional 25% for a piece of copper. Nice. Cool. So let's get our copper. Let's figure out what alloys I need. I can't remember off the top of my head. Some more XP for completing the pulverizer. Pretty useless. All right, so I just threw a bunch of EMC in there to hopefully, or like logs, 2 stacks of logs, see if that'll sustain us till we get to our goal. By looking at it, I don't think I need much because we need 8 Constantine, which is, we get 2 for each, and it's a nickel and a copper, so I need 4 of each. So I need 4 nickel, which is probably the most expensive part of this. 4 copper. Okay, we're down to 2,000. That's pretty bad. I just got a food delivery from my gorgeous wife. I had some pastaroni for lunch. I like it. Okay, let's go smelt these down. Or not smelt them down, crush them down, blend them, then smelt them. I'm pretty sure I need a piece of gold too, but while these process, I'll go ahead and grow some more trees. Twerk, 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 twerk. What? Hello. Hello. Nice, collect all that up. We got an extra piece of copper dust. That's always very nice, not gonna lie. So yeah, here's another 4,000 to 5,000 EMC-ish. Let's chuck half a stack back in. I'll keep these saplings on me. That goes over there, that goes there. Utimus. All right, so if we slap that together, that gives us our Constantine blend. I think this one just looks better. I'm pretty sure it's for a quest I have to have this version of it. They do the same thing, but let's go ahead, let's make that. Smelt that up, and if we take a look, let's just get that going. I'm pretty sure bronze is its own thing, so bronze blend is 4 copper and 1 tin, and we need, I think we only need 2 of them. So I just need to go ahead and smelt up 2 more copper and 1 tin, or crush down 2 more copper, so 1, 2, 1 more tin, there you are, and then melt that together. We have now entered the Bronze Age. All right, let's see if I got everything. First off, machine frame, that's tin gear. I need cobblestone, come here, voila. Next, we make the machine frame. We need an iron block, should have enough for that, gorgeous. We need our flux coil, and we need our Constantine gears. So we go there, bada bing, bada boom, multi-servo press. So that's cool. Okay, next, let's go ahead, let's pick this thing up. I just shift click that, slap this one down. Now is when we start getting into the craziness, okay? So first things first, let's start making our, oh, it didn't, that's weird. Interesting. Oh, I had to make a plate first. That sucks, because that means I had to remake that to get, it's just XP. I guess that would have been nice. Anyhow, I'm not too worried about it. We just didn't go through the right steps to get there, I guess. Interesting, interesting. This is what I'm here for, so we're gonna go ahead, select that. Because now we need copper rods, which is 2 copper each. We need an aluminum gear, so 4 aluminum, 4 iron, plus the nuggets. I have 2, so we can only make 1 of these, but I want to make sure I have enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what did I say? Aluminum gear, so that's the bauxite. It's the raw version of aluminum, so there's 4. Yeah, I can afford a 5th one. 5. We'll just, take that out. I wonder, can I get away with doubling this recipe right off the bat? Because that would be nice if I could just make 2 of these. Nice, 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 nice. We're definitely gonna need another one of those. 2, 3, nope, I can't make that many. Okay. Worth it. Let's go. All right, I'm getting a little impatient. I'm excited. So let's go ahead. Let's make that. We need our gears. So there's our iron gear. Here's our aluminum gear. Let's get rid of that. And our copper rods. So we have enough to make one. There it is. So I'll break down the math real quick on what we get out of this. Okay, so here's the quick math on it. So for the aluminum, it's going to take us 1,224 EMC for the aluminum. It'll be 1,280 for the iron, 512 for copper. And I did 5 iron, so it's a little excess on all of the nuggets basically. So that's okay. That brings us to a grand total to make one of these basic mechanical essences to 2,816 EMC. These give us 8,192, leaving us a net EMC positive of 5,000. Over 5,000. So 5,276 is the number. That's insane. So just from this alone, just making this one thing, if we go ahead and craft it, boom. It's not gonna give it to me for all of this because I have to make this plate. I'll do it real quick after we go ahead and smelt this up. Little hammer, and it's forcing us to make a plate. So there we go. So there is that. And then now we should be able to just claim this reward because that's a lot. That's a lot of EMC sitting there. And just like so, we can go ahead and claim this reward of 100 XP and 16 basic mechanical essences. So let's go slap that in. We have 17. That stack is 139,000 EMC. Really gonna jumpstart us for the next episode because that's back my head. That's where I'm going to leave you for this episode. Heck yes, we made serious progress on episode 1. We already got one of the high mechanical essences. Now there's still a ton to go. That is nothing what the pack is. I will tell you that right now. Because eventually we're going to automate that process. Make it so it's automatically pulling materials, smelting them down, crafting it up, and then instantly transferring it into the EMC form, growing our bank so we can move on to the next thing because there are so many tiers to this. This is tier 1 and we barely scratched the surface. And then we have tier 2, which is a bunch of craziness, a lot of new stuff. We can actually claim this now because since every time you get the tier before of mechanical essence, you unlock this, which brings you into the next page, which gives you more materials. So now they're going to give us hemp seeds, diamonds, and again, it's all in the ore form. We're going to get netherrack, lapis, bones, zinc, cactus, soul sand. I forgot what this is. That's something different. And then we're going to start getting into the create mod, leather, stuff like that. It's insane. We're gonna grow so quickly, so fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry if I was a little rusty. It's been a long time since I've recorded. Leave your comments. I want to see them. I want to respond. So give me something to respond to. I love you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.